Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are here with Mr. Tanveer, who is PTE expert, and we are going to have a discussion about the formats of PTE Academic and the PTE Core exams. So Mr. Tanveer, for anyone who is new to this, what exactly is a PTE exam and why is it so important to take this exam?
Okay, so PTE or Pearson Test of English, it is a computer-based test that evaluates your 4 linguistic skills, your speaking, your writing, your listening and reading. It is used to assess how well a person can communicate or understand the English language. What makes the PTE stand out is that it is recognized by the universities and governments worldwide. So majorly there are 2 types of PTE exams. So the one is PTE Academic and other is PTE Core. So if you are planning to pursue higher education or apply for a visa or a work permit, then PTE could be a great option for you.
Now I know there are 2 types of PTE exams. Tanveer, could you help our listeners understand the difference between the 2?
Okay, let's dive into this. So PTE Academic is a more comprehensive exam designed specifically for the students who are looking to apply for higher education or university program. This test generally focuses on assessing your English in academic settings only. So academic settings like think of a lecture, like listening to a university lecture, writing an essay, or reading a comprehension. So all these things are going to be in the part of PTE Academic. On the other hand, PTE Core is a more recent addition to the PTE family, and it is designed for the people who need to demonstrate their English for journal purposes, like for applying for a work visa. So this exam is specifically authorized by IRCC Canada. So let's give an example. If a student is coming to me and he's saying, I want to go to Australia for the permanent residency or a work visa, then I'm not going to suggest him that you should go for the PTE Core. So PTE Core is an exam specifically for the Canadian visa, the work permit and the permanent residency.
Let's now dive into the details of the PTE Academic format. Tanveer, what can candidates expect on exam day and how this test is structured?
Great question. So PTE exam or PTE Academic is a 2-hour exam and it is fully computer-based test. It is divided into 3 different sections. The part 1 is speaking and writing, followed by part 2, and part 3 is your listening section. So there are total 20 question types in this exam. And since it is a computer-based test, everything from speaking to writing to reading to listening, everything should be done directly on the computer. So no paper or pencil.
Alright, so what about the PTE Core exam? How does that differ from the academic version?
Alright, PTE Core is a more shorter and more streamlined test lasting around 2 hours. So it is not exactly 2 hours, it is more or less than 2 hours. It is divided again into 3 sections, the speaking, writing, reading and listening. This exam includes only 19 question types. And as you can imagine, the tasks here are more focused on the general English rather than the academic English.
Before we wrap up, I would like to leave our listeners with a few tips for the PTE Success.
Prepare for the PTE exam. Here are some of the quick tips from my side. The very first one, you just need to practice regularly. The more you practice, the more you will be confident on your exam day, and it is very much necessary for me and with every student. The second one should be familiarizing yourself with the test format. If you're not aware of the test format, then everything is going to be into vain. So knowing what to expect can help you reduce the exam anxiety. Last but not the least, I would like to suggest you that use official PTE practice material. Pearson provides a range of practice material and resources on their website. So it's better to use the authentic material rather than anything else.
Fantastic tips, Tanveer. Thanks so much for joining me today and sharing your expertise with our listeners. For more such informative videos, stay tuned.